Hi there. Welcome back to the Dr. L Lounge. And I'm so excited to talk about what we're going to talk about today. And hold your seat because part of it has to do with something that I know that I am guilty of as well. Part of this opportunity to have you come into the lounge with me is to connect on a level where we can just get real for a second, right? Because how in the world do we get out of our own way? Because oftentimes we're stuck. And there's so many reasons why we can get stuck. Self limiting beliefs keep us stuck. But a big one is fear. Fear can keep us stuck. Fear of what's to come, fear of the present moment, and fear from these self limiting beliefs that can keep us stuck. And over the past couple of episodes, I've been unfolding, slowly peeling back the onion of what makes me a little different and unique in my approach and my delivery in women's healthcare, and especially when it comes to helping women from perimenopause and beyond. I am Dr. Larissa. I'm an integrative gynecologist and a menopause health expert, and I want to help you get unstuck. I want to help you see beyond your self limiting beliefs. I want you to stop sinking. Okay, so it's not really a swim and sink type of thing. I want you to cruise into this time in life and not get so overwhelmed by the symptoms and the burden that some women experience. So if you're one of the ones that glided through menopause and you're still gliding, love you. It's a beautiful thing. But more women experience symptoms and more hormone imbalances during this time and get very frustrated and overwhelmed. And so I want to help you gain clarity. I want you to gain better optimal solutions that fit you because with healing women, you heal the world. You serve your communities better. They're able to show up for the people that they love and in the world much better. And it goes beyond just having normal tests because currently part of the reasons that may keep us stuck in a certain paradigm is that someone has told us to get over it. It's normal. It's just a phase. You've tried something. Oh, hormones are bad for you. You've had it all. And then you end up in your Dr. Google search bar and you end up with patchworks. Literally, I call it Patchwork City. You just continue to put band-aids and patches in different ways, and hopefully that it'll work out. So you keep throwing the darts, and maybe you get on target, maybe not. So I want to help you get out of your own way. I want to help you get unstuck. I want to help you relieve some of the frustration because I've had that own frustration in helping women similar to you. So for instance, being a OBGYN for nearly 2 decades, there's a lot of red tape in the system. I've experienced it as a mother and a wife trying to help my own family and being an insurance carrier. And it was very frustrating for trying to go through certain hoops, certain particular insurance-based algorithms for patients. And it could be frustrating because you don't know from one thing or another, and then you have these gaps of time. And then I always say there's some priceless commodities out there. Of course, your time, your energy, your money, and your relationships. And so if someone has spent more time in the lobby waiting to see me versus me being able to connect with them on a different level and really help them get unstuck, that was frustrating. That was frustrating. And so I listen to a lot of enterprising podcasts and into productivity and how to be, the best version of yourself. How can you coach and help in a different way that is above more than my traditional training? I've had to learn and get additional education. I always call myself a lifelong learner, a student of life, and knowing that we're all bred of different creatures. And part of that had to do with following the premise that the best developments, inventions of the world have not only been built out of necessity. They were built out of frustrations. Someone is sick and tired of doing it one way, and we got to move on. We got to progress into the future of something else that is more tailored to what the world looks like right now. And so that's part of the movement that I like to make sure that women feel that there's a more modern approach than what you see in the traditional setting. And today I want to talk about the third component is the dominated zone. We talked about the discovery zone, which is more of the who are you? Why, what is the why behind getting some of the results that you seek? Then we move into the definition zone. This is where the optimal testing and really identifying the what makes you tick. What makes you a little bit different? What is going to be that little tweak that's going to give you the more momentum, the bigger results, the bigger bang for your buck? And then we're going to dominate it, because once you understand what are those areas that you can optimize and perform better with hormone optimization in areas of your lifestyle, then you're going to feel like you can dominate it. Because what? You're the CEO of your body. You're the CEO of bedroom, boardroom, or home. And most importantly, you're the boss about it. And being the boss about it has to do with really understanding how can you dominate and get unstuck. How can you get out of your own way? And one of the areas I like to clue in is the KPIs, the key performance indicators. We have key performance indicators in our business. We have key performance indicators in different areas of our life, benchmarks, goals, purpose. And for some reason, we kind of fall short in our healthcare setting because we often feel that the standard or the normal is where we need to stop. Any other areas of our life, think about it. We have targets and we understand those targets. And then once someone says it's normal, which is good, because believe me, if someone says my pap smear is normal, my mammogram is normal, there's a certain peace of mind that comes with that. But there's a greater story to be told and unfolded if we understand what preventive care really means to us, which is following trends, following certain biomarkers that makes a difference. Then we can start getting an edge of reducing our risk of cancer, reducing our increased risk that comes with cardiovascular disease with women and Alzheimer's, just for the simple fact that we have a higher risk as women being caregivers, which is a risk factor. And especially if you're a woman of color, well, these odds are 2 to 3 times more than other women. And that makes a big difference. And that helps you dominate it because you understand what KPIs work for you. And ladies, don't settle. I want you to look beyond the pap smear and the mammogram and understand those are screening tests for cervical cancer and breast cancer, respectively. So they're preventive tests, but it's not a preventive strategy. Those are 2 different things, all right? And so when you understand that there's something beyond the self-limiting belief that frustrates you, then you can see that there's something where you feel is something possible. You can get over the overwhelm. You can not feel so overdone with the fears that may plague you and keep you stuck. I love following enterprising people, and I'm one that always trying to seek, how can I be more productive? So I read the Brian Tracy's, the productivity gurus out there, the many of the business gurus and business strategists I love to listen to as well, and devotionals, meditations, and all of it centers around focus. And it's a beautiful one. It's one that I always tell my son and people around me is show me your friends, I show you your future. All right. So basically who you hang out with and who you surround yourself with can dictate how your future unfolds. And so there's a future in focusing on the right things that build a framework of you. All right. So while we, hit one fad to the next, trying to use what I call patchwork city when you're in the Dr. Google search bar, there's a better future of getting unstuck, getting over your frustrations when you're focusing on the right things. Can I say that again? When you're focusing on the right things. All right. So let me help you guide so you can dominate it, so you can focus on the right things, the right trends, the right KPIs for you. So you're not settling for a wellness diagnosis code that really is just framework of a pap smear and a mammogram. You're really seeking more preventive strategies. That is smart. That is sexy. Need I say more? So please comment below. Tell me something that you have believed or something that keeps you stuck right now that frustrates you. All right. Because what I'm building at this point, or really want you to understand, has to do with some of the surface and inner frustrations of what we all experience. All right. Share and subscribe. I'm Dr. Larissa. I'm an integrative gynecologist and menopause health expert. And join me here every Thursday at 7 p.m. on my YouTube channel.